Let's see. So we're starting off the month with Six of Pentacles energy. It looks as if you are looking to get into some kind of balance with finances. Okay. I feel for some of you this could also relate to court, getting something sorted out, which I feel will go in your favour. I feel as if there does need to be more balance in your life. I feel like for some of you there has been like a lot of kind of bad luck around finances, but it looks as if like the scale is kind of beginning to tip in your favour. Things are kind of getting balanced out. I also see like a partnership or a connection here where balance has been restored, or you're trying to restore some sort of balance here. But what I'm seeing here is that there's someone in this connection that needs a bit of help, and I don't know if that's you or if that's someone else. It looks as if maybe for some of you, you're between two people when it comes to a relationship. Perhaps there is like an ex-partner or someone that you are involved with that does need your help, and I do see you kind of like helping them out. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you could be giving someone money, or you are giving someone money and someone isn't happy about it. You see how like the person here is like holding the scales and they're given to this person, but this person here isn't very happy about it because they feel like maybe this person gets enough from you, or this person gets too much of your attention. So I feel like this is obviously different scenarios for different people, and different messages coming through, so it won't apply to everyone, but I'm feeling that there's maybe somebody kind of jealous of maybe the time and attention that you give to someone, or the help that you give someone. You have got the Queen of Wands energy here, okay? And I feel like if this isn't you, it's someone in your life. Now, the Queen of Wands is someone who is a little bit older. So this could represent a female, doesn't need to be a female. Like an older woman, and maybe kind of in the 40s to 50s. Someone significant in your life. It could also be like a mother figure, who has your focus and has your attention. Okay, but I feel like you're not really pleasing this person. So if you're a man watching this and your significant other is a woman who's a bit older, I feel like you feel like you can't please this person enough. Okay, the passion's there in the relationship, but I feel like there's like kind of like a coldness at times. Okay, I do feel as if there is jealousy here, okay, between your relationship with someone else, okay? And I feel like, again, this is a specific message for those of you who are dealing with a partner, but you maybe have like an ex-partner with children. I feel like the jealousy is there because you're kind of not focusing on like the ex-partner and the children, but your attention is there. So I feel like that's like an area of jealousy. Or maybe like feeling like you give this person too much of your time and attention. I'm also feeling that the Queen of Wands here is kind of calling the shots a little bit. Okay, so I feel like maybe when things aren't going well between you, she maybe brings up this other person, this mother. I mean, this can totally be reversed. Like if you're a woman watching this and you have got a previous relationship with an ex-partner who's male, like this, the Queen of Wands could actually represent your current partner, which may be male, maybe female. Do you know what I mean? So this could totally be reversed. It's not gender specific. But this is kind of what I'm seeing is like, I feel like you are kind of maybe making a break from this person. Okay, it may be that the relationship isn't completely stable, or they're maybe kind of like pushing too far. I mean, I'm not seeing romance between you and this ex-partner or anything like that, but I feel like you have like an area of protection there when it comes to these relationships. Like you do look out for this person, and you may be kind of moving further away from this Queen of Wands. Maybe you're starting to see that this kind of Queen of Wands is a little bit manipulative, okay? I feel like you also take things out on the ex-partner when you maybe don't need to, okay? But I feel as if because it's the Queen of Wands energy that really riles you up. Maybe like plays on your insecurities. Specific messages for certain people. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Okay, but it looks as if whatever is happening between yourself and your ex-partner, it looks as if there's like a cycle here that needs to be resolved here. I feel like there's some regret about maybe how things turned out. Maybe because you didn't quite give it your best shot, or you feel like you maybe left something behind. Now, if this is not you, this could be the way this person feels about you. Okay. I feel like I'm reading for a man today. I feel like I'm reading for some, or maybe reading for like masculine energy here. So just take what resonates. It may need to be that you swap them over to apply to your situation. But yeah, I feel as if like there's a cycle here that's not being completed. And some of you are kind of wondering, like, would you be able to go back, or is this completely done and dusted? Okay, I feel like you can't really let this person go, even though you are happy with this other person. I feel like they're still part of this. There's something about this person you can't quite let go. You still feel maybe quite possessive of them. You maybe feel quite maybe it's the other way around. Maybe like they feel quite possessive of you. But going with the Scorpio kind of traits and energy, I feel as if like there's something that you can't let go. And Scorpio, you are notorious for not really being able to fully let your ex-partners go. Also coming in, I'm hearing that like the Queen of Wands energy might not actually be an ex-partner for some of you. It could be a child. Okay, it could be a child that you're dealing with. And there's friction between your ex-partner and, or maybe even like a new partner and the child. And there's maybe some sort of kind of manipulation going on between the two. Maybe like there's an older child that doesn't want this person back in your life. Okay, different messages for different people. The Page of Wands though indicates that you are looking to the future though, and you are feeling a lot better about things. You're feeling like, I feel like you're more settled than you have been in a long time, and you're looking towards the future with optimism. You're trusting your gut instinct. There's less of this worry that you do, this obsessive worry. I feel like maybe you're considering like another career, maybe looking at studying something. I feel like that's coming through. I feel as if you really want to put things in place so that you can support your family, whether or not you are with this person or whether or not, you know, you aren't with them, but there is this general feeling of wanting to look after them, okay? Or like I said earlier, situation reversed. It could be that the person wants this for you. They want to look after you. They want to come back and look after you. They want to kind of re-establish the connection, the love and relationship, the family environment. They want to bring money into the house, or it could be you. And this is kind of where they've got their sights on. The Ace of Cups indicates that there's a lot of healing energy that needs to kind of take place. Okay, there's still like a lot of self-love. It looks as if you could be making like a fresh romantic start. I feel though that there is still some things that you guys need to kind of achieve balance on, because you've got the Two of Cups reversed. There needs to be some sort of balance between this relationship. I don't know whether this is the ex-partner or the current partner that you're with. but there needs to be some balance in your relationships, okay? I feel like somebody doesn't feel validated, someone doesn't feel like you listen enough. Or this could be like the way that you feel. Maybe you don't feel listened to, maybe you don't feel validated, and there's like a lack of trust. There is like a lack of trust. I feel very much that maybe like you're kind of if it's the person that's coming back into your life, I feel like you're maybe considering that maybe this person doesn't have the emotional maturity to step up to a relationship, okay? Or in the past, they've been pretty immature, or again, this could be your energy, maybe you weren't mature enough for a relationship. However, what we've got here is the King of Cups energy, so this represents kind of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be that your partner is represented by this, or this could be you. But it looks as if there has been that shift. This person or you has reached that emotional maturity over time, and there is love to give. I feel like we're in a much more stable place than we were before. You do have the Lovers card, so I do see love and romance coming through it. I feel like if you can take the time to work out your differences, this Two of Cups reversed, then you have a chance of really making this work. But you can't let old fears, old anxieties, old behaviours sabotage the road ahead for you, okay? Because what happens is that you always get into this. Whenever you make progress, Scorpio, you panic, okay? You get overwhelmed. You don't really tell anybody about what it is that you're thinking, you're feeling. You get yourself so worked up. You keep it all to yourself, but you end up destroying things for yourself, and you end up lashing out at the person that you love, or you just go into self-destructive behaviours. If you can keep that in check this month, I see this working out. But it looks as if like some of you do have a decision to make, and it could be that you're wondering whether or not you want to get back with this person, if you want a life with this ex-partner, or if you're staying with this Queen of Wands energy, or it could be that you're staying in a relation. You could be that you're deciding to stay single. I also want to go back to that Queen of Wands. I know I said that this could be like an ex-partner's partner. You could be jealous. I also said it could be an older child who doesn't want an ex-partner back in your life. I'm also seeing now that it could be that the Queen of Wands represents you, and maybe like you've been single for so long, or maybe you have done your healing with this relationship and you're now in the Queen of Wands energy where you're more empowered. There is passion there, but you are more I don't say calculated, but you're more kind of, you know how to work this, and you know how to play this out. And it could be that you're not really sure whether you want this person back in your life or not. So there's a couple of ways you can actually look at this reading and apply it to your situation. Okay, so it looks as if you've got some decisions to make about what it is you really want. Are you staying single, going back with an ex, or are you choosing between two different partners? Okay. Let's have a look at your oracle cards, and let's just see what answers we can get from these. What does Spirit want to tell us for Scorpio for December, month of December? Well, you've got two yeses. Okay, yes and yes. So whatever it is that you're hoping for this month, whatever it is that you want, go for it. Okay, the answer is yes. However, okay, I want to go back to this, maybe the choice that you've got to make, okay, whether that's maybe like you're with someone but you're maybe wanting to get back with your ex. I see both parties maybe wanting to give you their love, okay, so it could work with both of them. Or if you're single and you're looking to get back with your ex, I see that you are just as good on your own, and yes, you can also make this work. So this maybe is where the choice that you've got to make. Okay, I also feel like you could give love a chance here. Okay, you could give love a chance. Perfect timing. Everything's happening at the right time for you. Maybe like this is just the way things have been meant to play out. People will like separate and come back together because they need to heal. They need to learn specific lessons. You've got romance. So love is definitely on your card, Scorpio. It looks as if you're going to have quite an interesting month. If you like this reading, please let me know down below. Check out my other videos, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.